Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Shine. She is the new 4-star base hero on this game. Now let us see her status first, okay? Like you can see, her attack is lowest compared to the other two 4-star base attackers. Not only her base, but her attack passive boost is really small too, only 20%. She get other boosts for other stages, but they are not that great. However, she has a special skill called Dark Resident, which will make her chance being targeted reduced by 50%. So it is also give her 10% chance to negate physical damage. This skill is not that important because she is not a healer. Also, because she is being targeted less, then I think it means that other important party members such as your healer will be more in danger, okay, because of her presence. Now let us see her first useful skills. The first skill is Into Darkness. This skill is really good because the multiplier is quite high, and with 100% chance to inflict critical damage, this will deal about 4.2 damage, okay, which is pretty high. This skill is also has dark element. This can be a good or bad thing, depends on the situation. The next good skills is Surprise Attack. I usually say this kind of attack is bad because it only reduces one parameter, but this skill also lower the enemy's dark resistance, so it will multiply your Into Darkness damage a lot. Let's say the enemy has normal tolerance against the dark element, so this means that your Into Darkness damage will deal 40% more damage, and that is 5.88 damage. So yep, this is very good. Also, the defense debuff will amplify your other physical attacks from other party members. The next skill is Double Corruption. It is clearly inferior compared to Dark Vina or Link skill because it only affects one target. But it is nice to have this when you fight the boss who doesn't have resistance against certain ailments. It will always inflict an ailment, from my experience, okay, to the enemy if it doesn't resist to that ailment. So yeah, the wiki says 30%, but I find that this kind of skill always inflict the ailments to the enemy when the enemy is not resist against the ailment. The next one is her limit burst research. Because she doesn't have any AoE skill, her limit burst is quite useful when you fight a lot of enemies. So don't use this one against single target because Into Darkness deal more damage. So yeah, just simply save it until you meet a lot of enemies. Let us see her not so good skill. The first one is Assassinate. This one is useless because most of strong enemies are resist against this instant death attack. Only normal enemies can be inflicted by this kind of skill. But if you meet a horde of enemies, then it is better to use AoE attack such as gas spell. Better leave this skill alone, okay? Because yep, it is not worth to use it. The next one is this skill is inferior compared to Into Darkness because it will deal less damage even after the defense reduction. So it will deal about 2.67 damage after the defense reduction. The next one is Noir Attack. You already have double corruption, so you don't need to use this skill on the enemy. Not mentioning that most strong enemy is resist against blind. So yep, now let's take a look on her equipment. For newbie, her weapon is enhanced sword. You can get this from trial, so make sure you get it as soon as possible. The rest are pretty standard. Okay, you can see it on the screen. For hardcore players, you can use Rising Sun because she can equip throwing weapon. You can also give her Moonblade or Mana Blade because they are the strongest sword at this moment. For the head, use Black Cowl, and for the cloth you can use Brave Sweet because she cannot equip heavy armor. And for accessory, simply equip Pressure. Don't use Genji gloves because her best attack is low. So I don't recommend you to equip Genji glove. Simply use dual wield on her abilities, and for the rest you can use quick assault because she cannot equip katana and heavy armor. So yeah, quick assault is the best Thrustmaster passive for her. Okay, so combining with her Dark Resident ability, this means that she has 40% negate physical damage. So she is base paired with a hero such as Cupid, Artemius, Mary. Basically anyone who able to reduce enemies' dark resistance, so you will deal more damage. You can also combine her with a hero such as Dark Knight Cecil, who has a lot of dark attacks, so you can do elemental chain. So my conclusion is she is a nice attacker to have when you fight the enemy that weak against dark element. Make sure you know the enemy first before entering the battle with her. However, she cannot grow very strong because she cannot get the benefit from two strongest Trustmaster reward in this game, Blood Mastery and Dark Knight Soul. Okay, so her Trustmaster reward is the best, one of the best for physical character. So previously you can only get attack plus 30% from Maxwell. So if you miss getting Maxwell, then you don't have attack plus 30%. But from now on you can get Shine, and her Trustmaster reward is much better because the additional effect is useful for your physical attackers. So you get 10% physical evasion instead of magic plus 30% from power of creation. So even if you already get better attacker, you still want to have her on your hero roster because of her Trustmaster reward. I give her 8.5 out of 10. A nice attacker with amazing Trustmaster reward. So yeah, thank you very much guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye guys.